Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, cool.
All right.
That's a 110 proof, but I'll review that one.
I don't think I've ever been auto-tracked before.
We're going to get this thing started. I'm Sean Lee with Nebraska Realty. I'm a full-time agent, and I hate that start. I hate it.
Which start?
The one I just did.
Because I opened the beer?
Well, yeah, it was just
That was on purpose.
I'm Sean Lee with Nebraska Realty. I'm a full-time realtor. Just a real quick rundown. We need more homes to sell here in the market, the Omaha Metro. So if you're looking to buy or sell, I hope you'll give me a call, email, text, write a comment on the bottom of this podcast or YouTube channel, whichever one you're watching. First, I'd like to take a look at my friend Adrian. Just look at him.
Thanks for looking at me, Sean.
All right. Adrian, why don't you go ahead and tell us who you're with? I know you're with American Family Insurance.
Yep. Thanks for having me, Sean. Appreciate it. My name is Adrian Enzastiga. I'm an agent with American Family Insurance. I've been with the company about 10 years, and we're going on between our 8th and 9th year as our own agency.
Okay. And we've known each other for quite some time, actually, and maybe I can use that as a different episode.
Yeah. I helped Sean move into his house in Omaha.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. A long time ago when we met, 20-something years ago, there was a big snowstorm. Adrian offered to help me move into a local nonprofit here in town, and we've chit-chatted ever since. I've even run over with him with a big minivan. Sorry about that.
It was actually a 15-passenger.
15-passenger van. Yeah, sorry about that.
Said we weren't going to talk about that, but
I know. I just brought it up. We're sitting here talking, so I was like, "Geez, well, it makes it a little bit more fun."
Yeah.
I should also. These aren't our sponsors, but when we started this, I had a couple of these Brickway pills from Brickway Brewery, local here in town. And I came across this Brickway whiskey, 110 proof, which we're going to open a little bit later. We're going to take a little sip of this, and this is the top stuff. I think it is. So if you've ever had it, feel free to make a comment or let us know what you think. But you're not a whiskey drinker.
Not recently. More vodka and beer and wine.
Vodka, beer, and wine. That's right. You're very familiar with somebody at Vino Mas.
Yes, that's
correct. Stop in there. Well, let's talk a little bit about what in your insurance world, what do you got going on?
So I thought this was a fantasy football podcast. So
we're not.
I thought we were making some trades and doing like a rookie mock draft.
Yeah, no, we're going to do that tomorrow night.
Okay.
We're going to do that tomorrow night.
Okay.
Today's. I'm just going to spring stuff on you.
All right.
On this first one, I'm just springing the stuff on you. So just go.
Okay. So my agency, we do home, auto, we do business insurance and life insurance in our agency.
Home, auto. Life
commercial,
insurance.
Commercial, business, and life insurance.
Okay. And what would you say? Everybody's. We have higher interest rates in the mortgage world now. Things have changed over time. What do you think? Is there something happening in the insurance world? What should people be expecting with regards to insurance or any insurance?
Well, since you mentioned mortgages, we'll start with the home insurance. Home insurance rates have, it's no secret, have been increasing quite a bit over the last couple of years. Inflation in the home insurance industry has skyrocketed. That's due to building costs increasing. That's due to the weather patterns we've had here in Nebraska. I was telling you before the meeting that Nebraska itself is top 5% in the whole country in the cost of home insurance. So you're not alone. If your home insurance rates have gone up, everyone's have increased. Unfortunately, those costs get passed down to insurance consumers, even if you haven't filed a claim recently.
So top 5%, and that you were mentioning that before, but that's a top 5% of all the states, just based on hail damage or auto? I mean, what
That's on the home insurance side, strictly the top 5%, and that's strictly due to all the weather patterns we have in Nebraska. So that's higher cost than hurricane and the tornadoes. All the weather patterns we've had here in the last few years have really impacted the cost of building costs as well as the cost of insurance.
Oh, yikes. Now, so if you were, as far as mortgages, I assume you have good auto rates also. I know that you do. Give me some insight on the auto industry.
Auto insurance rates with American Family are very competitive.
Okay.
Yes, but auto insurance rates are going to be increasing here this year as well. That's going to be across the board, is my guess. I'm not going to name any companies, but if you wanted to go online, you could see several articles about major insurance companies that suffered major and record losses on the auto insurance side of things in 2022. Of course, is going to reflect in cost passed on to the consumer in 23, most likely. Those increase in insurance costs are due to the increase in driving habits after the pandemic. Habits are back to normal, and in a lot of cases surpassed what they were, which means accidents and injuries have increased. Also, the auto repair industry, inflation has finally caught up to that. And so not only the accidents have increased, but the cost to repair those accidents have increased. All of that gets passed on to auto insurance consumers, unfortunately.
So basically what you're saying is in 2020 we had COVID and all the rates decreased because people weren't driving. And then we all forgot how to drive. And now people are they're terrible drivers.
Well, if you want to paraphrase it that way, yeah.
I'm
in some cases,
I'm shortening it up.
In some cases, I do think folks did forget to drive, forgot to drive, but basically there's more drivers now, more accidents, more injuries, plus the cost to make those repairs have skyrocketed. That gets passed on to everybody else, unfortunately.
Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, I mean, let's talk about this. Most people don't normally chit-chat about, insurance. Do you have any interesting facts? I know that we're in a group together, and sometimes you have some interesting facts about insurance. If you don't know any offhand,
interesting facts.
I know. I told you I wasn't going to.
Don't come prepared.
I said don't come prepared. Just show up. We're going to do this. We're going to have a couple of drinks.
I thought that top 5% was pretty interesting.
Good, it's a little bland.
A little bland.
Well, I mean, it's high up there. I mean, it's kind of, something wild and crazy with
something specific to American Family. Talk about
Yeah, but you have anything? If you do, sure, let's hear it. Okay. Well, I mean, I was just thinking, sometimes,
on the life insurance, I know we're talking home insurance, but you put me on the spot. Life insurance, American Family's got some new no exam plans coming out at the end of the month. No exam life insurance up to $750,000. I haven't seen the premiums on those yet, but reach out to me at the end of the month and in March. Okay. We can get that.
And we're going to have that. You should have your name on the bottom of this screen. We're going to have that done. So give Adrian a call if you have any insurance questions, right? I mean, is now a good time to... What are some good times that people normally should just check? Oh, maybe I need to check my homeowner's insurance.
Well, obviously, life changes.
Life changes like moving,
married, divorced, having kids. American Family's got a really good student discount. If you're adding a teen driver, get a quote. Doesn't hurt to do that.
Okay.
If you're moving, new construction is always a good time. So if you're building a new house, that's always a great time to shop around. American Family's rates on homes are really competitive on new construction. So that's good. And then new roofs, if you put a new roof on last year due to hail, it's a good time to shop around as well. A lot of companies, including American Family, rate their premiums on the new roof.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that's good. That's good information. Let's get crazy. I mean, what do you got going in your life? Anything you like to promote? I know that you do insurance, and sometimes you're like a guest model speaker.
Model speaker. Well, I'll just tell you everything going on in my life.
Tell me.
I'm dating Shannon. So hi, Shannon.
Shannon, share this with all your friends.
That's right.
When we post it.
And she's got 2 great kids, Hunter and Cassidy.
Okay.
As far as hobbies go, I do fantasy football with you.
Yes, we do.
And I do a lot of running.
Yeah, you do.
Training for a 10K trail run in April. Something to keep me motivated.
In town.
In Omaha. Over at Platte River.
Okay.
Going to see Bruce Springsteen in 2 weeks.
All right.
So I'm pretty psyched to see the boss. I have never never gotten to see him, so I'm pretty psyched about that.
I think there's a lot of people. You know, my son is even going to Bruce Springsteen.
Is he? Where is he going? What city?
Is it Chicago?
I'm going to Kansas City.
But you know what? Maybe it is Kansas City.
Okay, but he could be going to Chicago.
I mean, he just turned 23. He loves.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's going to see Bruce Springsteen.
I'm 51. I've never had a chance to see him, so I'm psyched.
Well, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good to hear. Shoot, I don't know what else I could talk about. You know, you were talking about mortgage rates and homes and new construction. I do want to say, just even in the Omaha market, we have a lot of new construction still being built. I think it's slowed up a little bit, but still new construction is probably what we have a lot of, especially out west, still going on. I would say that homes under the $300,000 price point they're still going pretty quick. So I just listed a home the other day for middle of January, which you wouldn't normally expect this, but middle of January for $285,000. We end up having 30-something showings and a large number of offers on a $285,000 home. So there's a lot of people out there wanting to buy homes, even at 6. I saw today at 6.5%. I think it's went up a few times, but for a while there, 5.9, 5.8. Now we're back up in the mid sixes. So just so everybody's aware, mid six is, this is your normal interest rate. Okay, so if it's the normal interest rate.
Yeah.
6 to 7% is a normal rate. We've been spoiled for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So if you got 2.5%, you got good. If you got 3.5%, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm kind of thankful the market slowed down. I was tired of getting home insurance, starting home insurance for folks that didn't do a home inspection. And because of the market, that was going on, and that always made me cringe a little bit, that I'm actually insuring this home that had no inspection. You know what? Obviously, I took a look at the roof and whatnot, but as far as everything else, you never knew what was going to go on.
I always tell people when I'm dealing with them, you should always do a home inspection. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think it's important to do a home inspection. I'm probably going to have a home inspector to come in and chit chat at some point with me, but as well as Vino Mas. I think in the future, hopefully, I could talk to Deanna, who Adrian.
Yeah, I do work up at Vino Mas twice a month, so you bring that up. Yes.
We've talked about a few things that I'd like to bring up sometime in the future, but definitely want to do a home inspection. Unfortunately, the last few years, people haven't been able to do a home inspection, so it's pretty important to do one. But in order to get some of those bids, if you wanted a house, you kind of had to waive it. So, unfortunately, you've seen probably some terrible things that have happened from that.
Mostly with the water backup, sewer backup, that sort of thing.
I was just talking with another guy, and for those people who don't do the home inspection, okay? And I know it's a rider, right? If to get from the house to the street.
Well, the basic sewer is covered under the base policy, but to add the extra coverage outside the property line, you need the sewer backup coverage. Yes.
So that's a good one to get, right? I
put it on automatically on all policies. I let folks know about it, but it's on there already at initial quote. And anything, I would say, east of 72nd or 84th Street,
you should probably have
in Omaha, you should definitely have that on.
That premium can't be. I don't know. Yeah. But, I don't do it. But it can't
Since we're talking about that,
$1 a month, $2 a month. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're looking at like $30 to $40 a year for that.
Oh, geez, yeah. People.
Depending on the policy and the size of the house and everything.
You should add it on. So if you did something, you would recommend that, right?
That, and same thing with the service line, the outside water lines and sewer lines they didn't used to be covered. You can add that coverage on, $40 a year. You definitely should have that one as well.
Do I have that?
You have that.
Okay, I got it.
I'll check, but yeah, he's got that.
I got that. Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, you've got that.
Just add whatever
We've had this
I
conversation
need.
before. Yeah, it's all on there.
I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. Well, what? Is there anything interesting? Other than the Super Bowl coming up?
I found it interesting that I don't like to talk about discounts too much because costs is always going to increase. But we do have a new Costco membership discount that I've been telling everybody about. And if you're a new customer and you want to bring in you want to get a quote, no obligation, I can apply that Costco membership discount if you have one. It's 5% on home and auto. Generally saves you a couple $100 if you bring both for only a $60 Costco membership.
So you're basically saying if I have my Costco card and I just show you, hey, I'm a member, you're going to save me 5%.
5% on home and auto insurance. Yep, just for that.
You know how many of those hot dogs and a Coke you can get?
They sell you don't ever have to go to Costco. You can make money just on having the membership, so to speak.
Okay, that's a good deal.
Yeah,
what you got something else? Tell us where you're located. You know what? I should have mentioned that. Where
I'm located at 133rd and West Center Road here in Omaha.
133rd.
So I'm on the north side of Center, just west of the First National Bank building, across the street from Baker Square. There's a two-story brick building.
Yeah.
And we're on the bottom floor, first floor,
I've
right
been
in
there
front.
a few times.
Yep.
It's a nice building.
Good building. Been there a long time, and I've been there about 8 years.
8 years of doing that. Yeah. Well, that's good to do. That's good to do. Let's talk a little sport real quick.
Okay.
The Super Bowl's coming up, and you're a Cowboys fan, and I hate the Cowboys.
And
it goes back to 1976 when the Denver Broncos took on the Dallas
Super Bowl
Cowboys.
12. I think it was 77.
That's one of those.
Because Craig Morton was the quarterback for the Broncos. He was a former Cowboys quarterback. But Roger Staubach.
I love Craig Morton.
Roger Staubach was the Cowboys quarterback. But I think the Cowboys sacked Craig Morton like 8 times that day.
You know what? It was a depressing day.
Because Randy White and Harvey Martin were the MVPs of the game.
It was a depressing day for me. So I was, pretty young back then, but that was depressing. So who do you got this year? I'm a Bronco fan. You're a Cowboys fan. Okay, so that goes back to 1976, 77. Who do you got for the Super Bowl this Sunday, February 12th?
Right. So as I mentioned, I'm a Cowboys fan, and so I'll be rooting against the Eagles. I'm not sure who they're playing, but I know I'm rooting against the Eagles.
Yeah. I think it's an AFC West team.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Not the Broncos. Is that why we're drinking this beer?
Yeah, that's right.
Orange Crush for the Broncos?
That's what I'm doing the Brickway pills for.
So are you rooting for the Eagles then, since it's non-Denver AFC West team?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go for the Chiefs. I live on a street where we have some Chiefs fans.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that the Chiefs fans out there, But if you're a Vikings fan, I like the Vikings too. So if you want to sell a house and you're a Vikings fan, that's fine. If you're a Raiders fan, no.
Are any of your fantasy players playing in this game?
The ones that I own in our league, we have a keeper league. It's been going on for
like 28 years, I think.
Let's just say 30 years.
Yeah,
30 years this keeper league's been going. I've been in it 12, I think, 10, 12.
Probably.
You've been in it longer than that.
You're a well-established member.
I'm well-established because I either, win or...
Perennial playoff contender.
That's right, I'm perennial. I'm at least getting some money back every year. Yeah, no, I'm going to go for the Chiefs.
Okay.
I don't know, it's going to be... I hope it's good.
I'm just hoping there's some good food. I'm going to bring some guac, some Jacobo salsa.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Shannon's making shrimp ceviche.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, we did that at Christmas.
So we're doing that. We'll be in the same spot, Berry Street. You should come down.
Okay.
Hi, Deanna. Greg.
Same place.
Yeah. Same place. Yeah.
Well, I like to just sit at home and do it.
I know. They don't live that far, though. You could walk. Literally, you could walk from the place to the place.
I could. All right. Well, listen, you got anything else we could talk about? I'd like to keep these things brief and short. We've talked a little insurance.
We talked mostly about home, a little bit of life insurance, but obviously auto insurance is kind of our bread and butter. We get people in the door that way, and auto rates are really competitive.
You've got a lot of good stuff. I mean, I use you, so that's good. A lot of people do, and I felt that's been beneficial. So, like I said. You can reach out, talk.
I don't know. It sounds like you're winding down. I'd highly recommend Sean. He's a great guy. He's very knowledgeable. He gets back to you. He's responsive.
Well, that's so nice of you.
Yeah.
Now, what we are
he's very knowledgeable. He's always got some good advice that maybe traditional is probably not the right word, but traditional realtors might not offer. And
we can socialize. Listen, we're gonna test this stuff out.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to say anything on camera if that's not what
Yeah, no, we're going to test this thing out. Brickway. This is a Brickway Distillery American Single Malt Whiskey. And this is 110 proof single cask. And please, no one make any comments. I know these are plastic, but here at the studio, we don't have any. But the next time, we'll have glass.
We'll get some glasses.
We'll have some glass.
Stay classy, San Diego.
You know how to open these? I mean, you got some experience with this?
You're a lot stronger than me. Just tear it off. I'm sure you can.
This is going to be some top quality stuff. Okay?
Let's do it.
Ooh. Oh, boy. You know, I'm not a whiskey drinker, but I think you're just supposed to...
I think that's probably good. I think you should split that between
we're
the
sipping.
two of us.
Nah. We're gonna sip.
So that's good on camera. You decided, since you're not a whiskey drinker, to try.
Try. Yeah, that should be good. We're gonna. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna rate it.
All right.
I mean, I've always wanted to have in my house. I want to have a wet bar where you have different types of whiskeys and ryes and what.
I've got a wine rack in my basement, but other than that, it's a pretty casual wine rack, but no whiskey in there.
I mean, that's kind of what I want to have. I want to kind of have some of those things, just that you can, you know. This is single malt double pot distilled, like the Masters of Scotland, then aged in a new American charred oak casks in the bourbon tradition. This could be good. Does it? I mean,
it's going to be spicy.
I've always wanted to. Is it going to be spicy?
It's going to be spicy, I think.
It's got a good smell, minus the plastic. Sorry, Brickway, if you're watching this and you say, hey, you shouldn't have used that plastic.
Yeah.
You know what? Before we take a little sip of this, I do want to say that if anybody has any suggestions on what we can try in the future or test or whatever, we'd love to just get your take. Get your take.
All right.
You're going to get our take. The hot take. It's a hot take on the...
Two hot takes from non-professional, non-whiskey drinkers.
Non-whiskey drinkers. Non-whiskey drinkers.
Right.
Beer drinkers, I'd love it. Yeah. So what are we going to do? You're just going to taste a little sip?
I don't know. Are you going to do the toast?
Yeah. To today.
To today. Today.
Sips and suds. Sips and suds. And tips. Tips and sips.
Suds
sips and tips.
Tipsies and buds.
Let's give this a shot.
Okay. I'm not... you're shooting this?
No, I'm not going to shoot it. I'm sipping this.
Oh, okay.
This is a quality 110 proof whiskey.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of sips for that one.
Wow. You know what?
Broncos fan?
Nice.
Cowboys fan.
I mean, I like it. I like this. That's good. It's actually really...
It's good.
You know.
It's good. It's got a little bit of a...
I'm not like wet bar type of...
taste. Like a little cinnamon to it, I think. Some
really?
Smoke, yeah.
I could taste it. I like the smoky. It is pretty... it's got a nice color. Looks good.
Good under these
Smells
lights.
good. I do like the vibe on it. So you think... Is this something that you do with Coke? You know, whiskey and Coke? What do people normally do with whiskey?
I would throw a couple rocks in there and then...
just call it that. That's just
throw
good.
some ice in there or an ice ball. I'd sip it over an ice ball, maybe. That'd be my preference.
Well, let's find out. Do you have ice balls in your fridge at home?
I don't, but we do have Vino Mas. So come on in. We can have some whiskey or bourbon up there. Yeah. But I should put that on my Christmas list, some ice ball ice casts.
I do. I do kind of dig that. You wouldn't want to. You know what? That's just about right.
Yeah. Oh, that's the right pour.
Keeps your whole.
a little thumb fingernail pour.
You know, I was in Idaho, and I went to this place, a distillery in Idaho, in Sun Valley. This was last year, and I had whiskey up there in Sun Valley, Idaho. You ever been to Sun Valley, Idaho?
I've never been to Idaho at all.
Really?
Nope.
Well, I mean, it's high dollar up there, Sun Valley.
Okay.
So if you go up there, it's nice.
Good whiskeys in Sun Valley?
No.
Oh.
No, that's the point I'm trying to say is that we ordered some food, and it was outside. It's beautiful.
Sorry if you're listening from Sun Valley.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sun Valley. They got some great breweries there, but the whiskey that we had was just, I mean, my nose blew up. It was so hot, it just all over. You know, this is
in
kind
the
of
summer?
Yeah, it was July. I think it was July
I can't
4th.
do whiskey when it's so hot out.
Actually, it's 2 years ago. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was. But it was at night in Sun Valley. July. It was night. We were sitting out on this, terrace up there, and they brought it out. I took some. It was just so all over. Yeah,
This
isn't too bad.
I would probably drink it not with the beer next time. The beer taste is still in there.
Yeah. But it's good beer.
It's good beer, but the beer and the whiskey together.
We should say that this is good beer and a good whiskey. Yeah, we don't want. You know what?
And the beer's the Pilsner. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's got.
It was It was a little darker tasting than a traditional Pilsner, but it was good. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
But when I think Pilsner, I was thinking a lighter one, but I could be way wrong.
You're thinking like a, light.
Maybe I was thinking
light. Yeah. So.
We're going to be here a while if we got the camera on us while we drink this.
Let me see if I got any notes. I don't know. I don't have anything else. So basically,
so what's the buying process? If someone was going to buy a house with you, what would be, should they start like 2 weeks before they want a house? What would be the process?
You know what? In today's market, that's a good question.
Yeah.
This is a good roll. It's a good one to roll out. If you were going to, first of all, you want to find a realtor. Okay? Any place you go, whether you go to new home or you're going to just start wherever you want to find a new realtor. That'd be the first thing you want to find, someone you trust. So talk to your parents, talk to your friends, and see who they use and if they have a good recommendation for them. That'd be the first thing. The second would be is to get pre-approved. Call up a bank, call up some mortgage lenders. I know a bunch. We have people that we associate with that are lenders. You want to have somebody you can trust, you can trust, and then give you kind of an idea on how much your max is, where your payment is, especially with the new interest rate. So I think those are the first two things you should do. Pre-approval, find a realtor. Not necessarily in that order. Find a realtor, pre-approval. But
you've talked to me about it. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
No,
go ahead. What if I'd rather just save some money and, do for sale by owner? I know you and I have talked about that.
Yeah.
What's the...
I think today, are you talking if you want to, yeah.
Either way.
If you're selling and you just
want to save some money, I don't know.
If you haven't been in the process and you've never done it before, you probably should talk to a realtor no matter what. Let them give you a good estimate on your home. That'd be the first thing. The second thing is there is a lot of paperwork that's involved, legal paperwork, and I think sometimes people forget this legal paperwork. So you want a realtor who's going to be insured, has insurance that can, take care of any of those things, so you're not part of the liability of selling a home by yourself. And one of the other things I would say too is that as a for sale by owner, you might want to have more advertising. Using a realtor gives you more advertising, better advertising in the community. You get your home out there. You can get enough people, and right now I'd say under 300,000, 350,000. Wherever you are, if your home is in good condition, And we could talk about that another time on what that looks like. But you want to build up a shark frenzy, for your property.
Ooh,
sometimes it is exciting. If we have a shark go by, that'd be awesome. If I could get that coming through on the video, that'd be awesome.
You know what that makes me feel like? Is that you're John Madden, I'm Pat Summerall. Because you were using phrases like shark frenzy.
Shark frenzy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a shark frenzy,
So you've always talked to me about having a realtor because you're going to make more, most likely, if you have a realtor. You talked about the liability, kind of the distancing of yourself from the sale.
Yeah.
You have an agent doing that for you. So those are all good ways to protect you, similar to having an agent for insurance, whether it's with American Family or someone else. You've got someone to go to bat for you.
That's
You've
right.
got someone that can listen, advise you separate of the company, but still acts on behalf of the company as well.
That's right.
A fiduciary as a company. So
a fiduciary of your So, those are good questions. Yeah, and appreciate you asking. That's a good way. And you know what? If you have any questions on insurance, please look at Adrian's info. We're going to have that up for you on a video here and on the podcast. And if you need anything from me as a realtor, Sean Lee, I'll have my information up. You can always reach out, call, text, or email. I'm sure both of us would say that whatever we do.
Heck yeah.
The other thing is, too, listen, hey, this stuff, this is good whiskey. I mean, it's pretty good. And I'm not even a whiskey drinker. I mean, I don't want to drink whiskey, so I'm going to have to give this to a friend. But if you know anything else we should ever try on this show, let me know. Let us know.
Yeah.
Reach out, and we'll have it. Wine, donuts. I don't know. Whatever.
You know what a good idea, just spitballing here, is the guest you have on the show picks the drink for the next show.
Okay.
You
know what? I don't know if maybe you should tell me what the drink is.
When you're brainstorming, there's
maybe
no bad suggestions. That's what I've always been told.
I'm having because you're the guest kind of on this part of it. I just wonder
so I
if
would
you're
pick,
not...
in this scenario, I would pick the next
I know,
beverage.
I'm a little concerned about
Don't worry, I'm not going to do like cement mixers or anything like that.
Okay, no cement mixers,
No,
no.
we're not doing that.
Look it up if you don't know what one is. It's not going to be good for you.
It's probably going to be wine,
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Okay.
We got to keep it classy. I mean, we're professionals now.
We're going to keep it classy. Apart from these cups, and again, Brickwood, we are so sorry that we're using the plastic. There won't be plastic anymore from this show on.
No more plastic.
Actual, real glasses.
We want to save the environment and have it taste better.
Well, I appreciate that. Again, this is Sean Lee, Nebraska Realty. Thanks a lot for watching and paying attention. And again, my guest, Adrian Enzastiga with American Family Insurance.
Thanks, Sean, for having me on. Good to see you, man. Peace out.
Take care.